Brother teacher here. Does your family and friends, so called friends, see you as a dollar bill? Do they see you as a vehicle or a means to accomplish their financial agendas and goals? Do they really? What are you saying, teacher? I'm saying this. Every time you come in contact with a particular family member, maybe not all, or a particular friend and or associate, do they look to you to pay their bills for them? Or when you go out to a restaurant, do they look to you to help them pay the tab or the bill? Or when they are around you, let's say you go shopping and they see you pull out money, do they stare at you in a certain particular way to make you feel very uncomfortable, and maybe they want to ask you for a loan or even a handout? I experience that on a regular basis. I just want to let you know I do. And I have experienced that for many, many years. Let me tell you, I've been an entrepreneur for many years, and I have owned several businesses. I currently own a couple businesses. And with that said, throughout the way in which I came up as an entrepreneur, I have always had a particular habit. I always carry cash. Now, some people might say it's not a smart thing to do. It's not a wise thing to do. But I'm certain that I'm not the only business owner that carries cash. Now, when I say carries cash, I'm not talking about thousands and thousands of dollars, in my pocket. But because I deal with vendors that don't necessarily take credit cards and debit cards, and sometimes it's just primarily cash, that's one of the main reasons I carry cash, so that I can pay for my merchandise and or services in cash. Of course, I have a checkbook as well, but for the most part, I use cash. It's expedient to me. Now, when I was really young as an entrepreneur, I observed an individual that I worked for always had money in his pocket, cash that is, and he would have cash in his left front pocket that was for a specific purpose. Let's say he was buying merchandise out of that money. Then he had his personal money in another pocket, and then he had a wallet with some other money in it, and so forth. So I sort of picked up that habit of doing that just by working with him, and it made totally perfect sense to me that he broke down his money in that way. He knew what pocket it was in and what it was specifically for. And I have a similar habit that I've adopted and had for many, many years. Let me show you. I'm not bragging. Anyone can do this. That's cash. You see it? That's cash. And I carry this in my pocket, usually on a regular basis. And when I'm not wearing a suit, I do. Blue jeans, casual dress, if you will. I carry this on a regular basis. As I forestated, I deal with vendors all of the time. I'm buying product for my business all of the time. Now, am I afraid that someone is going to accost me or jump on me or take something from me, or try to rob me, I should say? No. Am I aware that it's possible? Yes. Now, I'm smart though. I'm not going to pull out the wad or the knot in front of a crowd of people. I'm not going to do that. Doesn't make sense. I have done this long enough where I know and am aware of my environment, my surroundings. And plus, I carry a gun every single day. Yes, I carry a weapon every single day, by virtue of the fact that I know that people know me. And when people come into my place of business that know me personally, that's a no-brainer. But for people who come into my business that just recognize me for being the business owner, that could potentially be the person that may try to hold me up when they see me in the street, or walking to the bank, or from the bank, or walking across the street to get a sandwich or whatever. Those are the people that I'm more cautious of. So I understand the world in which I live. That's what I'm getting at. But on top of that, what I have noticed, getting back to my original premise, is that when people see you with money, Just because they don't have the discipline to manage what they have in terms of income, be it a 9 to 5 or a monthly income or what have you, they for some reason want you to fill that gap or hope that you're going to spot them 5 or throw me $10 today because you got it. That's nonsense. It's ridiculous and it's stupid. What I have, just like any other businessman or any other average person, what we have is what we've made, what we've earned. It doesn't belong to anyone else. So for someone to sort of inject themselves into my personal space and say or assume I'm supposed to give them something that I created for myself, my income, I create my own income. So I'm not supposed to give to you just because you think I should or you feel like I should. Even if you're down on your luck, I don't owe anything. If I choose to be nice to you and hand you something, and everyone knows that I do more than the average person in terms of charity work. I give all the time. What I don't need is someone to be looking at me sideways expecting me to bail them out of the situation. Especially when you have your own income. If you can't manage your money, that's not my problem. It's not my fault. I manage my money pretty well. That's why I have money. So you need to go to school on financial literacy so that you know how to put off your personal gratification, which you want today, and start applying your finances in the appropriate manner first, and all of your other pleasures you take care of secondary, lastly. That's it, and that's all. So some family members, they see, and if they see me pull out money, it's like they're staring at me, gawking at me in a certain manner. Sometimes they'll call and they'll say, even my grandchild, granddaddy, or one of my children, daddy, one of my friends, teacher. Is there any chance that you could loan me $X, or do you have $50 that I can do such and such a thing? First thing I do is I step back, sit back, deep breath, and I ask the question, don't you have a job? Do you have a job? Do you have income? Do you want to hear the lesson on finance from me? I'll give it to you. And I'm more than willing and able and ready to teach you about money. Most of them don't want to hear it because they see you as a quick answer to their problems or solution. I don't want to be that quick answer. What I want you to do is take personal responsibility and take care of your business like I do mine. So, in short, I want to say this. If you're having financial problems, really the problem is you. We all experience bumps in the road sometime, or hurdles, financially, economically, if you will. But it's not supposed to be the norm with us. There's supposed to be exceptions to rules. Once you realize what your faults are, what your inadequacies are, what you've done wrong, you're supposed to correct those wrongs and start flying straight. Start doing it right. You shouldn't have these same economical issues forever. I used to have them, still have issues from time to time, but I sit down, I do like the Bible says, I count up the cost. Say, what did I do wrong? What should I be doing? And I correct them, and I go from there. And I get better and better and better at it. That's what anyone that's looking at you as a dollar should be doing. And you owe it to them and to yourself to let them know that they need to start managing their own finances in a better way and stop expecting other people to do it for them by using their income. That's it, and that's all. That's Brother Teacher. So long.